Hey, how's it going, guys? What is up? Sora here. Hope you had a fantastic day so far. It has been a week-ish since the release, so today I'm going to be talking about my thoughts on the newest content that has been added to the game, the Magna 2. We don't exactly have light and dark yet, so for now I will only be talking about the main 4 elements: Shiva, Europa, Alex, and Grimnir. I'll do another video for those two at a later date. Shiva is pretty simple actually. The weapons in here isn't exactly as outstanding compared to like the likes of Grimnir or Alex. I highly suggest you just farm this just for his animas so you can get the summons to full limit break. Stick to the original, what do you call that? Ancient X, whatever you pronounce that name, grid. The twigs basically in general. It still does really well, not to mention it will be buffed up by 20% thanks to the full limit break upgrade on Colossus. For Europa, I'm still on the fence of this one. I suspect there may be some dependable grid probably that has them included in the near future, but for now I honestly don't see any use for them yet. Europa bow does look interesting, but at the same time I feel having the characters that provide multi-attacks and just focusing on the standard Leviathan dagger grid is more than enough for the Magna Leviathan grids. So I would honestly say Europa is better off doing the exact same thing as I mentioned for Shiva earlier. Just farm the materials and get the full limit break summon and you're good to go. Oh boy, this is where the good stuff begins, man. So far I've been discussing here and there with my buddies. I may be wrong about this since I've yet to get the grid up myself, so I can't really say much about it honestly. Alex Dagger is the worst among the 3, so ignore it. Oh man, Alex Axes, man. This will allow Yu-Gi-Oh! Magna grids to be even stronger than free-to-play Titan grids. Alex Katana, goddamn! This is another insane of a weapon. The weapon skills alone will outperform Yu-Gi-Oh! Swords easily due to the fact that it has extra small HP boost and dodge counter, which will benefit stamina grids overall. So for what I can see, 3 to 4 katanas with 2 axes will be ideal. You probably can make do with 3 axes if you're trying to do a 1 to 3 turns burst or something. As for summon usage, I would very likely to go for Yu-Gi-Oh! With Alex instead of double Yu-Gi-Oh! This is due to the fact that Alex katanas are reliant on elemental attacks and not too much on stamina. So having Alex summon in your main support will benefit them a whole lot better. But I may be wrong about this. We still need to test the difference between the two honestly. I have really high hopes for this one. As from what I can see, we will have to throw away our old Yu-Gi-Oh! Sword grid and shift them towards to all Alex grid instead. It is very promising and I do want to pursue this grid. It will take a hell long time though, but I can tell you it will be so worth it. And finally, Grimnir. At this point in time, we can probably say Grimnir is the best among all 4 currently. It is also due to the fact that Grimnir has another weapon that allows Wind to play differently. That is called a stamina. So what's so great about the Grimnir? I would say it's because you don't really need a massive overhaul like Alex. Don't forget that CAT and Neo playstyle will benefit a lot from stamina compared to Enmity. Alright, let's see their weapons. Grimnir Katana. You can get rid of that because it's trash! Grimnir Spear. Seems very niche, but I personally think it's trash because the multi-attack you get from the weapon is very low and takes a long time to get it up and running. Plus, not like you really lack of multi-attacks in general. We have a few characters that provides very good multi-attacks to the team already at this point. So I suggest you just ignore this. If you don't have a Xeno Spear to use as main hand, you can grab this and use it as a main hand instead if you want. Grimnir Harp. The best one among all 3 weapons. Similar as LXX, it's medium stamina with insane crit, well, big crit, whichever you want to call it. If you think this weapon is bad, you must be a dumb Zoe player. Stop playing this game, haha! So there are a few ways to build around this, but for now I've only come up with 2 different scenarios, which is number 1, short raids, and the other is medium to really long raids. You would want at least 2 harps in your grid, and the remaining will be 3 to 4 guns. You can also mix them up if you want. I say guns because if it's like medium to long range, it is very likely you'll take a little bit of damage. Having your party sit around between 90 to say 50% HP, you're better off using guns since it will help offset the damage. Oh boy, enmity and stamina synergy, boys, god damn! Not to mention, if you somehow fall below 50% HP, your guns will also benefit you, but it is very unlikely to happen if you have like say Siete and Neo at full limit break. This is really needed, trust me. Oh, and also you will want Summer John too if you can put her in as a third character. It is also very likely that you'll be using double Tiamat summons too, because you have both enmity and stamina, and those two are your big source of damage, if you know what I'm saying. Oh yeah. Regardless, using Tiamat and Grimnir as your summons is still okay if you want some extra sustain, unless you have it in your sub summons. As for short range, just swap your guns with Fist instead, so it'll be 3 to 4 Fists with 2 harps. I feel you can also make do with 3 harps if you're planning to do a really huge burst. It's like in 1 to 2 turns, 3 turns, you could do that. If you're planning to make use of Face, make sure you use Grimnir as your summon too. Either main or support. It's up to you. It will benefit because your Fist is reliant on elemental damage, so make sure you use that. So those are my thoughts on all 4 elements. Keep in mind that Magna 2 is still relatively new, so it'll definitely change more in the future, so just make sure you keep your eye out on what's gonna happen in the future. But one thing is for sure though, I am really looking forward to completing my Alex and Grimnir grid. So make sure for now, even if the weapons are trash, I highly suggest you holding on to them first. Who knows, they might be useful in the future. You never know, right? If you will, on any of the elements, say you have like 2 or more grand weapons in your grid already, I highly suggest you just stick to your primals because it's definitely gonna be better anyway. So, as usual, hopefully you guys find this helpful. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoy it, share this video, and of course, if you do love me, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it, baby. Oh my god. So anyway, hope to see you guys on the next video or on stream. Peace!